Hey there, I'm Kyrsatile, and welcome to a speed build, believe it or not. Usually I don't talk over my speed builds, and I'm not planning on talking over the Rebuilding The Sims 4 series because the original point to that was something that you could just kind of sit back, relax, watch, not have to really put any brain power into it, just watch a nice relaxing speed build, listen to some relaxing music over top of it, that sort of stuff. But I originally wasn't going to talk over this current series that I'm doing here either, which I asked my various friends, a couple of them, to give me a color. And I didn't tell them the purpose of the color because I didn't want it to be a biased choice at all. So I asked them to give me a color. And apparently I am friends with various incarnations of Satan. But this particular build is Aqua Blue, which, for those that do speed builds, etc. themselves and have spent far too long browsing the catalog of Sims 4, know how many Aqua Blue things there aren't. As you can see here, I have my palette wall and I have the floor tiles. I originally had those in place as a sort of guide marker for what color to make things. As it turned out, that wasn't a guide marker, that was the only 3 wall swatches and the only 5 floors that were in aqua fucking blue. Now, this color comes as a courtesy of my friend Kina. Kina is my oldest friend. I have known her since 2014, I think. Yeah, I just turned 13 and I had made my first ever Tumblr account, and I met her on Tumblr. We've lost contact a few times over the years, but we've always managed finding each other again somehow. So I guess it's some sort of fucked up fate that I'm going to be tormented by her until the day I die. Kina is one of those people where she seems like really put together and sweet and patient and kind on the outside. And she's just a really pleasant human being to be around, even when you get to know her. But on the outside, she's completely, drastically different than when you actually get to know her. Which isn't a bad thing. It's not like in a bad way. It's that what you see is not entirely what you get. Yes, she's very patient, very kind, and very sweet person, but she's also a demon. She, spends a lot of her time shitposting on her various social media platforms, which, great fun and all, but she saves the most cursed memes that will get her banned from Facebook just to send directly to my DMs, which, there's some fucked up things on the internet. And I asked her for a color, and her response was electric blue. Okay, fair enough, I can work with electric blue. Then she went a step further and picked a specific shade, which turned out to be aqua blue. And she went, it's okay though, you can just use any sort of like bluey green turquoisey color because I like that color. No, you gave me a shade. I'm gonna stick as close to that goddamn shade as possible. I am not a coward. I will not back down from the challenge. So here we have this monstrosity that will haunt my nightmares. At least I managed to make the build functional. One of my other friends originally picked the color salmon pink, but as it turns out, you can't make a functional house in salmon pink. If I was a bit more lenient with myself, I probably could have done it. But, like, there wasn't a stove or a fridge in salmon pink. All there really was a kind of rosy pink, which I wasn't... No. So they had to re-roll their color, but I stuck with aqua blue all the way to the end, and I actually managed to build what I think is a fairly cohesive and decent-looking build in aqua blue. However, I am still going to haunt Kina when I die for making me build this monstrosity. Correction, she didn't force me to build it. It's not like she held me at gunpoint, but I'm haunting her ass anyway. If for no other reason than revenge for the horrible memes she sends me. Now, I am also going to be following up this color series once I have done all 4, finished editing and uploaded all 4 of the houses that I have built with these various colors. I am going to be building houses based off the various vibes my friends give off, which if you follow me on Twitter, you will have seen the post of the various vibes, and, I'm looking forward to that because Kina's house is going to be, I don't want to say a disaster, but I am going to be using custom content for that one just a little bit because there's a very important element of Kina's personality that you can't really portray with base game in Sims 4, and that's she really likes lizards and insects, which, I mean, mood. I have a pet snake, and I also have an isopod culture. Now, my isopods currently, the ones I have, aren't so much pets, though I do love them, as they are part of a compost bin so that I can make pretty much organic fertilizer for my houseplants and do something with all of my veggie scraps and various other stuff. And I just kind of like isopods. I've always liked isopods. I used to bring them in to the house as a child, much to my mother's dismay, not because she dislikes isopods, but because I was a very clumsy child and I have garbage vision, so more often than not, I would end up dropping them on the floor, and we'd have to get the isopods out of the house before the cats ate them. But all of my other friends that I will be doing vibe houses based on, I can probably successfully accomplish without CC, but Sims 4 doesn't give us shit for pet cages or anything, or even fish tanks. Like, there's no kind of just standard 20-gallon fish tank. So I've had to download a couple various fish tank CCs so that I can properly make this house. And it will probably be one of the few builds on my channel, at least in the foreseeable future, with CC on it. I will do my best to remember to put links to all of the CC I use in the description of the video, but we'll see how far my brain goes once I actually get there. And I haven't built the houses yet, so I don't know if I will be using CC in just that build, or all of my friends' builds, or what. But, I've actually so far had some fun with this color series here, even though it has made me contemplate homicide a time or two, because my dearest friends have turned against me on every foreseeable level with the colors they picked, although that is kind of on me for not telling them what it was for. But again, I wanted unbiased, but they chose the worst colors. And one of them, even after they knew what the purpose was, decided to pick a really weirdly specific shade, but that was the last house I ended up doing. So I was kind of meh on it. If the object was in one of the range of one of the various shades that Google decided was that color, then fuck it, close enough. All of the others I tried to remain at least more or less specific, and it's just been a nightmare overall. However, I think we are actually approaching the end of this build here. So there will be a montage at the end of it, just like with all of my other speed builds. And I will be trying to talk over the other colored ones. So if you've enjoyed this build so far, please make sure to leave a comment, subscribe, all of that fun stuff, and I will see you in the next one.